Hey Techno Freaks, TeknoOdin here, continuing the character breakdowns for Dissidia Final Fantasy NT. This time, we bring you Despair with Sephiroth.
Death is too kind for them.
The Vanguard, Sephiroth cuts his foes down with high mobility and precision timing. This is due to his unique mechanic, the dash cancel. Seriously, they couldn't wait for that? Normally, after landing the final blow of a BP attack, you can press the dash button to cancel the animation time before your next attack. This is known as a dash cancel. However, Sephiroth has his own unique dash cancel. By pressing and holding the dash button at the right time of certain BP attacks, you'll skip the initial dash startup, shine green, and dash even faster, allowing you to land attacks you may have not landed via the dash. This gives him an assassin feel, as it allows him to move quickly from one enemy to another, making him great for sneak attacks. His BP attacks are as followed. His neutral ground, Telluric Fury, is a 4-input attack comprised of horizontal slashes, ending in a wall rush. The beauty of this move is, unlike any melee BP attack we have encountered so far, this one does not need you to connect the initial attack, meaning you can use this to gain ground. Though I wouldn't really recommend it because the tracking is pure trash. To dash cancel, you will want to hit the dash button just as the sword connects on the final strike. Both his forward ground and forward air are a Olean Onslaught, a 2-input attack where Sephiroth dashes in to deliver a quick horizontal slash before finishing with a vertical slash for the wall rush. The distance covered is similar to Cloud's uncharged Glim Hazard, so center of the second zone on your radar. Its tracking isn't amazing, but it closes in very well and can poise through with the first slash. Dash cancelling these two is a little more tricky than its neutral. You have to press the dash button more or less just after the connection when the animation is about to end. His backwards ground is Shadow Flare, and you'll probably never use it. It's not really that good. Think Dark Knight Cecil's Abyssal Gate, only unchargeable. This is one of his non-dash cancel moves. Just use it in the neutral game if needed. His air neutral, Empyrean Wrath, is just Telluric Fury in the air. It does the exact same thing and has the exact same dash cancel timing as its ground counterpart. His backer is Zanshin, which has Sephiroth send out 3 vertical projectiles to the opponent. This is his final non-dash cancel move and his only vertical coverage. Tracking isn't great, but you can move while using it. Also, it has poise during the attacks, so it trades pretty well with marksmen and assassins. His neutral slash forward dash attack is Heaven's Light, which has Sephiroth cut through the air at insane speed, then lift himself and the opponent into the air similar to Glim Hazard, only the opponent is sent flying for a wall rush the moment they are lifted. This seems to have poise or hyper armor and is great to get in with. To dash cancel this, you want to press the dash button just before Sephiroth reaches his peak in the air. His backwards dash attack is the iconic Hell's Gate, which acts like Firine's plunge, but the difference is you control when to finish the attack. By just tapping the BP button, or releasing just before you touch the ground, Sephiroth will cancel the descent into a quick explosion. Holding it until he reaches the ground will uprise the earth around him, with both versions sending the opponent flying for a wall rush. Now both are dash cancelable, but the full impact version is by far the easier to get down. While still tricky, the timing is somewhat just after the earth is risen, while the mid-air one is somewhat as the explosion hits. For HP attacks, we start with Scintilla, which is a great name as it reflects the scintilla effect he gives when using the thing. The move is sort of a counter-attack and Soul Edge bind. Sephiroth blocks the incoming BP attacks then strikes so fast that all we can see is the opponent flinching from all the strikes done, doing the BP damage. Then he finally ends with one fatal HP destroying slash. The beauty of this move is it's not a counter move like the ones we've seen. The attack will always come out regardless of if you block the attack or not, making it somewhat a bitter end of counterattacks. His second HP attack is Heartless Angel, a one-hit attack that is essentially a darkness-infused horizontal slash. The main aspect of this move is that it inflicts doom on the opponent. Now while the skill doom makes it so the opponent has only 10 seconds to land a hit on you, to remove said doom, Heartless Angel is a bit more lenient and gives the opponent 20 seconds, mainly because if it did give them 10 seconds they would be down to nearly half that by the time they got up. His third HP attack is Black Materia, and there's nothing really special. It's pretty much Golbez's dragonless version of Meteor. His fourth HP attack is Octa Slash, Sephiroth's most iconic attack.
Why ain't we forgetting super...
Most iconic attack. This has Sephiroth perform 7 BP damaging slashes before finishing with the 8th and final HP slash. Think Omni Slash but weak. I would have said balance, but Octa Slash has no invulnerability when using this thing, so this holds him a little worse off compared to the characters with the same style of move like Bartz and Cloud. Once again, all of Sephiroth's attacks are pretty good. Scintilla allows for a more controlled defensive mindset, where Heartless Angel gives you that assassin approach of using it more often. Black Materia is sort of the black sheep, as it's not great for his character style, but he needs it because he's Sephiroth, okay? Octa Slash is great for damage dealing, as it is his highest damaging attack, and its tracking makes it a bit more of a danger, although it doesn't have the range to cover that. All in all, good kit for the poster villain. His unique EX skill is Genova. It sits on a whopping 75-second cooldown and has Sephiroth use the cells of his dead mother to create an area of effect field around him for around 20 seconds. It acts like X-Death's Almagest post-attack effect, in which it slows down any opponent caught in it. This, along with his dash cancel ability, can really make Sephiroth that assassin in Vanguard 4. For general skills, I personally went for some of the more assassin-based skills like Enfeeble, but also since the changes to projectile debuffs, I also now vouch for Sloga or Poisonga. Sloga might not be as useful to the guy who can already slow people down naturally, but that move does take a long time to go off cooldown. So long, in fact, that by the time it's ready, you could have used 2 Slogas thanks to the 30-second cooldown, keeping the speed to a pace you would like. Hell, thanks to the duration being buffed to 20 seconds, if timed right, you could keep certain characters going at a slower pace nearly the whole fight. Poisonga is great for BP drain, and just like Sloga, its cooldown is 30 seconds, so you will have used 2 before Genova goes off cooldown. As for team comp, I would say you would need someone to cover Sephi's vertical issues, so vanguards like Warrior of Light and Cecil, or assassins like the FF9 duo. Overall, I want to say Sephiroth is great, and in an offline or stable online environment, he would be. But this game isn't stable at the moment. Hell, it may never be stable, and that's a big issue here. I said in my Kane video that lag kills some of the characters' momentum. Some can deal, others can't, and Sephiroth is teetering on the line of being one of those characters who, in my opinion, is near enough useless online. His whole mechanic requires this game to be running smooth, and since sadly this game doesn't, he is at a disadvantage. And it's the same with Squall, who I was going to talk about next time, but he just got a sort of balance announcement that alters his moveset too much for me to do 2 videos on, so I'll talk about it here. Squall's damage is locked behind a mechanic that doesn't work in a janky lagfest. You'll either do low damage due to mistimed rhythm, or worse, drop the attack string entirely, giving the opponent a chance at retaliation. And this is why we need dedicated servers, because right at this moment we have 2 characters completely crippled by this peer-to-peer online format, and no amount of netcode tweaking or matchmaking algorithm changes will fix them. We need dedicated servers. Ubisoft realised it with For Honor a year after nearly losing its entire fanbase. I hope Square Enix realises sooner that we need this, but only time will tell.
If not now, then next time.
Okay, that's it for today's breakdown. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell thingy, and share this video. Also, if you have any tips or tricks you've found yourself, please share them in the comment section below. And finally, tune in next time where you'll regret having met me with Ultimecia. But until that day, this has been TeknoOdin. Take care.